Hello and welcome back to my channel. It feels like ages since I've filmed a vlog. I know that everyone always says that, but I don't think I've posted in about 3 weeks, and I haven't recorded maybe for 4, except for New York actually. I did vlog in New York, but I haven't edited any of that yet. But I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and very happy New Year. I kind of wanted to give myself a couple of weeks to rest and reset and recharge before getting back to any work. So I've had just over a 2-week break, which is the longest I've had in a very long time, and I feel very, very good for it. But I'm excited to be back and to be chatting with you all, and I hope this video isn't too boring, but I thought it would be quite a nice place to start this year and kind of reflect on what's happened in the last year, and then think a bit about what I want to do in 2024 and go through all of my ins and outs and different things with you, because I have a feeling this is going to be quite a big year for us. And for anyone that's following or been here for a while, hopefully you'll, I don't know, be here for the journey and kind of understand why it's taken a while for some of these things to happen. I don't know. I don't want to ramble on too much, but yeah, I feel very excited for the year. We had a wonderful Christmas with Mikey's family, which was lovely, and then we've just spent 6 days in New York, which were perfect, and I'm gonna have 2 vlogs coming out, so the next one and the one after, all about New York and showing you where we went, what we did, lots of luxury homeware shopping, because the shopping there is honestly just on another level. I swear it's, whenever we go to America, the homeware is so much better, and we have some really incredible makers and businesses in the UK, but I always find it's quite limited, whereas in America, you can get anything you want. Like, I honestly wanted to get like a gold or brass bowl thing. I'll show you whilst we're in America, but yeah, I wanted to get that. I went into a shop and it was literally there, exactly what I wanted. Whereas here, I feel like something like that would be really hard to source. You almost need to like design things yourself or spend hours and hours scrolling the internet. I don't know if anyone agrees, but yeah, we had an amazing trip. I'm rambling on, which I'm gonna try not to do, and I'm going to get on with the video. Okay, I hope you don't mind that I'm gonna have my phone up, because I have written like a long list of things that I wanna cover, things that I wanna talk about, and I did this last year because it was kind of my first new year having been on YouTube and sharing things online, and I went through like things I want to achieve for the year. But before I say that, I want to say that it really doesn't matter if I do these things or not, okay? These are just like almost reminders to myself, like affirmations of things I want to do, things that might be going on in our life that have been going on for a while that I want to kind of resolve or conclude, and yeah, just different things. And I thought they might be useful for some of you. So if you want to make a cup of tea or a coffee and write down these for yourself as well, I've done that with some other YouTubers that I watch and kind of have paused and then thought about the things they've said and seen if I want to do it, because I don't know about anyone else, but I sometimes find this stuff really difficult to talk through with people in your life, because as much as it's really kind of them, if you say to someone like, I've decided I want to lose 10 pounds, I don't know, I'm not that weight should be anyone's goal, but if it is, obviously the people that love you and think that you're perfect in their eyes are going to tell you, you don't need to lose any weight, you're perfect as you are, which is so kind. But I think the important thing about goals and New Year's resolutions and things you want to achieve is things you want to achieve, and you shouldn't be doing it for anyone else. So I have found it useful just to kind of make this list on my own. I haven't run through any of it with Mikey, with family, with friends, because it's my things and these are things that I want to do for myself. So kind of on that note, I always every year choose 5 words that I want to kind of like manifest into my life that year, and I know that last year the words that I were looking kind of to manifest were simplifying, so kind of like decluttering and clearing and just like not bringing in things that I don't love. That was a really big thing for me last year. Another one was self-love. I don't think I'm kind of fully there. That, I don't know, I won't go into it, but last year was obviously a bit rocky and I'm still working on that. And yeah, there were lots of other things as well. We had celebrate was one of our words last year, so making more of an occasion out of everything and focusing on just like having a good time, not stressing about small things. And yeah, there are a couple more as well, but this year my words are calmness, self-care again, timeless, warmth and seasonality. So I really feel like those are words that I'm going to carry with me throughout the year. I think I always kind of forget what my mission is, not to be dramatic. That sounds really dramatic, and I'm not on a mission, I'm not Mormon. Is it Mormons who go on missions? I don't know. But I kind of forget what my goal is in life and online, and a really important thing for me is sharing kind of a calmer way of living without being too frantic, and focused on warmth and seasonality and timelessness and self-care, all of those words. And I think I forget myself sometimes because I look online or I look at friends who are doing these kind of wild, crazy, fun things, and I do get envious and I feel like maybe I'm living my life wrong because I'm in my 20s and I should be doing these things, when in reality I feel the safest, the least anxious, the calmest, the coziest, all of those things when I am following those words. So this year I really wanted to focus on words that evoked a feeling rather than words that were just like mental well-being, like things that would improve my emotional, physical well-being, but through those kind of words. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry if it doesn't, but I do really encourage you to think about words that you want to manifest into your life this year. Those are my 5 words, and yeah, that's it really. I also like to come up with like an overarching theme for the year, and I know this will sound really strange to some people, and I'm hoping that if you choose to subscribe to my channel here that you understand that I am just a bit like neurotic and I like things to be a certain way, and I'm very like organized with even goals and stuff. I'm quite like methodical, and coming up with like a theme for the year I think just helps me focus again, and that's kind of all it is. I have like a wandering brain, and being a bit like methodical about it just gives me some focus. So I've put my theme for the year as self-improvement mentally and physically. So like I mentioned earlier, actually my theme last year was making an occasion of everything. So I really wanted to like celebrate the small moments and really like take care and love with everything that I was doing. So whether it's like preparing a really lovely meal just on a Monday night, or having a glass of champagne when we go for dinner, just like celebrating everything and every day that we're here and happy. Whereas this year I think that's something we've already implemented, so I now want to focus more on just bettering myself and my self-worth, my relationships with other people and with myself. And yeah, I'm just really focused on that. I want to spend time thinking about what I want to do, not worrying so much about, not worrying about others, but I think just like making decisions for myself. Me and Mikey actually were talking about kind of this a few days ago, about how some people might give like a persona of not selfishness, but almost like self-absorption. Like you might think watching me and sharing life online that I'm like very vain and narrow-minded. I'm sure other words could spring to mind for some people, but I think in reality a lot of my like thoughts and energy is taken up thinking about what's going to offend someone, what's going to upset someone else, how can I help someone. And I'm not saying I'm like an incredible person, I'm not at all, but this year I kind of want to step back and actually think, well, what do I want to do? Which restaurant do I want to go to? I don't know. And I think that's something a lot of us could be doing. I think a lot of people are too... Oh, sorry, our bins are just going, so Siggy's having a little bark at the bin man. But yeah, I think that's something that actually a lot of people should make more of an effort with. You need to make time for yourself and make decisions for yourself. Obviously not all the time, and if you have families and children, you probably can't do that realistically, but I also think remember to be selfish and put yourself first. I know everyone says it, but do it. I've also written down some like very tangible goals. I've just put 2 down that kind of then come off of that theme of self-improvement, and one of those for me, and this sounds really weird and I hate to be that annoying person because I don't know, but I want to gain some like healthy weight. And I don't know if you've noticed watching my channel, please feel free to say if you have or haven't, but last year and I actually only realised this recently when I had some memories come up from about a year ago, I was like at an all-time low in terms of my weight, and I think it was from like stress and feeling very overwhelmed, but yeah, I weighed like 9 stone or something, which I'm nearly 6 foot, so, and I had like an unhealthy BMI, and probably about 4 or 5 months ago, towards kind of autumn last year, I realised that I was unhealthy. I had started losing a lot of hair, which I think was because I wasn't getting the nutrients I needed, and I decided that I wanted to make a change. So I rejoined a gym and I started having personal training, which you will have hopefully seen on my channel over the last few months that I've mentioned that briefly. I started eating more, so I started eating 4 times a day and just worrying a bit less about like what I'm putting into my body, if that makes sense, and just like enjoying food again. What else have I started to do to help that? I started taking supplements, so like I used to when I was training more, I've started taking like protein powder and also things they're called like gaining shakes basically, which have higher calories just to kind of boost calories whilst exercising, because I'm really enjoying exercise. And I also take vitamins and different things now because I spoke with a nutritionist. And yeah, I was also really lacking in iron, which I think I've spoken about on YouTube, but I wasn't sleeping very well. I was maybe getting 4 hours a night. I didn't eat meat for maybe 2 years, yeah, just over 2 years, and reintroducing meat into my diet has actually helped me gain weight. And I'm not saying that you need to do that if you're struggling, but yeah, I just feel so much healthier. I feel like myself again, and that's something I want to continue to build on in 2024, because I still have a long way to go and I have kind of fitness goals that I want to achieve. I want to feel more confident in myself on holiday in front of people, because again, I've limited a lot of things because of body confidence before, like not going on certain holidays because I'm like scared to be topless in front of people. And yeah, I'm trying to get better at that and break down those kind of barriers. So yeah, I hope that maybe helps 1 or 2 of you who have a similar thing, whether it's kind of wanting to gain confidence or maybe wanting to just love yourself and put some time into yourself. I don't know, but that's one of them. And then the other one is to be more consistent with working towards goals, so mainly work-wise, that's in relation to, so I think I don't know if anyone else is, please let me know, but I'm very much the type of person that will set a goal and then if it doesn't happen in like 2 weeks, then I might give up. So I'm really trying to be consistent, and I've been doing that for a few months now, and it's just something I want to carry on through 2024. Yeah, so that's good. And then I've written a list of ins and outs. I don't know if anyone's seen this online, but it's where you write a list of things that are in for 2024 for you. This is completely just for me, no one else. And then a list of outs. So I'll read through my ins. I'm not going to explain them unless they really need it. But yeah, here are my ins. So ins: living as cozily as I can, going to a spa or getting a spa treatment, or getting a treatment of some kind for me every month, exercise, Aloe clothing, basically it's this yoga brand that I really love and I don't own anything from them, so I want to go and buy something. New luggage, these are so random. Rigatoni, oh, I never really cook rigatoni, the pasta, so I want to try and get a bit more into making that from scratch, so I thought I'd write that. Roast lamb. I've actually only had lamb once, and that was whilst we were in New York, and I really enjoyed it. So when I was writing this list, I kind of thought, I'm going to add lamb to it. Nice hats. I started this. I bought myself a really nice hat. New sunglasses. I mean, this is just like a shopping list, but it's things that I'm bringing into my life in 2024. Doing new things. That's a big one for me. I want to try and just push myself out of my comfort zone whilst feeling comfortable, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to start going to like wild parties or anything, or doing anything out of the ordinary, but I want to say yes to more. Taking care of my skin. I do take quite good care of my skin, but I just want to improve that even more. Drinking more water. Again, at the moment, I think I drink 2 big bottles a day, but I think I need to up that a little bit because I'm exercising more. So yeah. I want to work with a charity consistently throughout the year because I have charities that I donate to regularly every month, and there are 2 in Bath that I support locally and then 1 more national charity, but I want to build more of a relationship with either one of those charities or someone else where I can go and kind of offer time and try and help in any way I can to a local community. So that's something I want to do. And I also want to read more, and I say that every single year, but this year I'm not going to set myself like a book a month, anything like that. I'm just going to try and constantly have a book on the go. So read like a couple of pages every couple of days, but if I don't, that's fine. I have Audible as well, so I'm going to try and listen to some of those books. And that's pretty much all of my ins. And then my outs are drinking in excess. So this is, I don't know, I'm not sure what to talk about or whether to say this, but I'm having surgery in 4 weeks from filming this video. So yeah, this is going up on YouTube today or tomorrow. So when you see this, in 4 weeks I'm having surgery, which basically means I can't drink before the surgery, which I'm not going to now. I'm not going to have any alcohol before surgery. And then I can't drink for a couple of months after surgery because of recovery and all of those things. So that'll be 3 months of the year that I won't have had any alcohol. And even though that's kind of forced, like I won't be able to drink, I want to carry that on, and I'm not going to not drink, but I'm not going to drink in excess, if that makes sense. I think last year, some of you will know that I was assaulted when I was really drunk. I lost my phone another time when I was really drunk. I actually had loads of incidents last year that were not related to alcohol so much, because that could obviously happen at any time and you're allowed to let your hair down and have fun, but in the first half of last year I was definitely reliant on alcohol to have a good time. So I'm just trying to pare that back, and I don't need alcohol at all. Like, I have a healthy relationship with it, and I know I don't mean to kind of take away from people who have an unhealthy relationship with it, but I just want to check myself. I want to save drinking for celebrations, having a glass of champagne or a really nice cocktail, and I don't want to do it in excess. So after my recovery from surgery, I'm going to make sure that I kind of take my time, reintroduce just having 1 or 2 drinks and just not go overboard. So that's a big one. Another out for me is leaving things till later, which I do all the time. Like, for example, if I have lunch, I'll just leave my plate for like a couple of hours until later, and then I'll do it in a rush. My new goal is to try and just, when I see something, just put it away, because I feel like that makes life so much easier. Unnecessary shopping, need to stop that. Going to gatherings that I don't feel comfortable at. I've done that a lot and I don't want to do that anymore. Being overly critical of myself, my work, my body image. Mismatched gym wear. That seems so unnecessary, but I don't want to have just like, I want to feel good and cohesive across life, and sometimes I go to the gym to exercise and I just feel like I look like a mess. So yeah, I'm going to try and be better with wearing things that I feel comfortable and that make me feel confident. Oat milk. I feel like I'm done with oat milk, and I know that's controversial because so many people love it, but I have been addicted to it for maybe 3 years, and yeah, I think I need to move on. I'm going to try some other things. Ordering a gin and tonic in a bar. Okay, yeah, that's an out for me. I don't want to just order a gin and tonic when I'm out because it's the healthier option. I want to instead get something that the restaurant or bar is known for, get like an interesting cocktail, something that I've not tried before, because yeah, I just want to try new things. Also, I've put out as a fade haircut, which is basically, I'm sure most of you will know, but when you, like my hair is here, when it goes like shorter to longer. After, I'm going to keep my hair still short, not really long, but after surgery I'm going to try and like grow out the sides a little bit. But yeah, I just want to try something new again. So most of my outs are just about like trying slightly new things and getting out of some habits that I've just stuck with for no reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'm going to pin this note to my phone so that I can kind of look back throughout the year and see how I'm getting on. There are other things going on behind the scenes and that are really exciting, and I'm just really looking forward to. I've got lots of work things happening which feel very exciting, and yeah, I've got other work goals that I don't want to mention because I don't want to kind of put pressure on myself to look back and be like, I've done that or I haven't done that. And Mikey and I also have some like personal things happening in our life which only a couple of people really close to us, oh sorry, I just knocked the camera. Only a couple of people close to us know what's happening. Yeah, and I am not going to say any more. I really want to keep you all in the loop because I really love the community of people here, and I notice every person that comments regularly and is so warm and friendly to me and our life, and I want to keep you in the loop, but I equally want to protect myself and my well-being a little bit more than I have in the past. And yeah, right now I'm in a really good place and trying to protect that a bit, and I hope you understand that, but things will also become very clear very soon. So yeah, that's my ins and outs and words of the years and goals and all of those things. And I would also love to know what you'd like to see from us here this year. Would you like more design stuff, like tips and advice? Would you like more kind of projects in at home, or would you like just regular vlogs and kind of just day-to-day things, quicker videos, longer videos, just anything you could let me know. And I really appreciate it when you say Like, I love what you're doing, but if you do have any feedback of things you would like, that would really, really help me. And if you don't feel comfortable putting it on a comment here, message me on Instagram or message me via email and I'll get back to you. But yeah, I would really, really appreciate it. And I wish you all a very happy and healthy 2024. Thanks for watching. Bye.